Hi, I'm Barb with First Class Yoga. Today we're going to be doing a full yoga class. So we're going to start out seated today. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable on your mat, moving the flesh from your sit bones, resting your hands on your thighs, sitting up nice and tall, lifting the sternum, the breastbone up to where the wall and the ceiling meet, or if you're outside, up to the sky, drawing those shoulders together. Abs engaged and tilt that pelvis nice and comfortable. And inhale, sweep the arms up, clasp the hands above, turn the palms up, press the palms up, and at the same time go ahead and press your sit bones down, press your bottom into the mat, and release that. Just the right arm. Inhale, raise it up, and reach on over. And come back center. Stay on this side. Again, reach on over. Softening the left elbow and bring it back. Keep breathing as you reach, grounding the right hip down, feeling the stretch through the side, breathing through it, and release. And last time, reach as far as you can. Keep reaching, and really pull that right hip down. Open up, gaze up toward the sky, and release that back, and release that down. Raise the left arm 4 times on the other side, and reach to the side, and release that back, and reach on over, and release that back. And again, reach over, and back on. This one we're holding. Reach over, reach, and then ground that left hip down. Keep breathing, rotate, drop those shoulders down, gaze up toward the sky, and release that back. And roll those shoulders out, nice big shoulder rolls. And pause, and bring them back the other way. And go ahead and rest your hands right onto your thighs and draw that chin into your chest. Tuck that belly button into your spine. Round your back. Stretch out through the back and the shoulders. Inhale, arch your spine, lift your chest up, draw those shoulder blades together. And exhale, tuck and curl. Inhale, lengthen forward. Keep going, making any little adjustment that you need for yourself. This should feel nice, stretching out through the whole body. Breathe. And last one. And bring that back center. And let's go ahead and bring our arms out like we're going to have like a bow and arrow here. So go ahead and bring that right arm back to the center and twist and look back behind you. And bring the hand back to the center and all the way forward. Opposite side. Bring it to the center, twist and look behind, and bring it center and forward. Again, going on with the bow and arrow, really twisting, breathing, starting to warm the spine up. We've now done all 7 movements of the spine. So the practice goes on from here with those same movements in different poses. And last time, go ahead and bring that back and release that, coming right into a forward fold. And inhale up, exhale, nice straight spine, tilt, and then rest your hands wherever they land, spreading those fingers nice and wide. And inhale, and on the exhale, inch your fingers forward just a little bit more. And now if you need to adjust your feet so they're not caught under your legs, you can do that. Think about your forearms and elbows getting heavy, and the elbows are grounding down toward the mat. Inching your fingers forward when you find a little more space. We're starting to open up through the groin, the hips. Releasing that low back, breathing, let that chest relax and fall a little closer toward your legs on the exhale breath. You can choose to either stay right here, keep breathing, otherwise inhale and inch those fingers forward another 1/2 inch to 1 inch. And again, lay the forearms and the elbows down toward the mat. Really lengthening through that spine. And walk your hands back center. Place those hands right back behind your hips. Fingers are facing forward. Either the hands can be flat or you can come up onto your fingertips. Pull those shoulder blades together, lifting that chest up. Breathe, working with our posture. Hold that tummy in. Breathing, pulling the shoulder blades together. And go ahead and release that. One more. And inhale, lift the chest, pull those shoulder blades together. Breathe. And release that. Go ahead and extend those legs straight out into our staff pose. Flex the feet, drawing those toes towards you. Your hands right outside your hips. Inhale, again, lift that chest up, draw those shoulders back, tuck that belly button in. Drawing the toes towards you, lengthen through the heels. And now see if you can raise your hands and lift them onto your thighs, keeping that nice tall spine. Breathe. And inhale, sweep up. Exhale, tilt forward. And again, just release your hands down. If they land on your kneecap, just go either above the knee or below the knee. Again, continue to take breaths, relaxing the shoulders down from the ears. Keep lengthening through the heel, pulling the toes towards you. Tummy's engaged, and on the exhale breath, inch your way down when you feel like you have a little more space. Keep breathing through the pose. Don't hold the breath anytime we're holding a pose. You work at your own pace. Use that exhale to go a little deeper in the pose. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And go ahead and walk your hands back. And go ahead and bring that right foot into the inner thigh. That left leg stays straight out. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, just over that left leg. Nice straight spine again, toes tucked in. Relax the shoulders and just breathe, lengthening through the heel, drawing the toes back. Noticing how far you might get on this side without any judgment or criticism about yourself. Just notice how your body feels in this position. Breathe. Remember, it's on the exhale breath that you want to start to work the position and maybe inch your way down a little bit more, keeping the hips nice and grounded onto the mat. And return back up. And now go ahead and take the right hand and place it a good 12, 14 inches behind you. We're leaning into this bent knee. Inhale, lean into the knee, lift the left hip up, raise the arm all the way up and overhead. The palm faces the floor. Glance down at your right hand. That right shoulder should be stacked right over the wrist. Now reach the top fingers away from the body. Reach the toes, extend out, lengthen through the side body. Breathe. And release that back. And go ahead and bring that right knee up. You can either choose to bring it up on the right side or go ahead and bring it all the way up and over. And then extend that left arm out. And sweep it around. Hold that knee to the midline of the body. Put your other hand right at the hip. Face forward first. Inhale, lift, and now twist toward your bent knee. Flex that extended foot, and again, inhale, and on the exhale, twist and look all the way over that right shoulder, hugging that knee toward the center of the body, breathing, nice long deep breaths, working with the neck, looking as far back as possible, and go ahead and release that. And go ahead and extend both legs out, shake them out, and bring that left foot into the inner thigh, that right leg straight out in front. And inhale up. Exhale, lengthen forward. Again, tummies are tucked in, foot is flexed, shoulders relaxed, and you're just breathing with a pose. And as that breath, after about 3 or 4 breaths, that contraction of the breath, the contraction of the muscles releases, and you can use that exhale breath to go a little deeper into the pose, maybe reaching down to the foot, maybe reaching even beyond it. Maybe you're still at the shin. Wherever you're at, honor where you're at. Don't try to go too far too fast. Breathe. Use that exhale to go a little deeper. And walk your way back. And go ahead and place that left hand out behind you. Inhale, lift up, and bring that top arm all the way over. Reach the fingers away from the toes. Breathing that nice long line, opening up through the side body. Breathe. And release that back down. Again, bring that left knee up and either hold it on that side or bring it up and over, extending that arm out. In fact, I'll go ahead and keep it on that side just for a different demonstration. Swing that arm around, hold that knee to the midline. That other hand is right here, right by your hip. Inhale, face forward first, and then twist toward the knee. Again, inhale, and on the exhale, twist and look all the way over your left shoulder. Keep that extended leg, keep flexing through that foot, lengthening through the heel, drawing the toes back towards you, opening up the back of the leg, hugging that knee in toward the center of the body. Breathing, looking back over the shoulder. And go ahead and release that and extend that out. And go ahead and bring both soles of the feet together, holding on to the ankles. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And now exhale, walk your hands down around your toes. Shoot those elbows straight back. And now you decide how much you want to press your feet together. Called an isometric move. So you control this. You notice how much the groin opens, how much the hips open. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. Again, honor where your body's at. For those who want to go a little further, inhale, and on the exhale, draw your chest over your heels, and now slide your thumbs to the ball of the foot and open your feet like a spiral notebook. Opening up the feet flat. Notice how the hips open. Breathe. And go ahead and release that. And go ahead and extend those legs open into a nice wide V. Place the back of the left hand on the shin. Inhale, raise that right arm up. And so depending on where you're at, if you can lay that whole forearm down inside the leg, you can do that. Otherwise, just the back of the hand on the calf. But if you're here facing the mat, I want you to really press the bottom hand into the calf and rotate so that your chest gazes up toward the sky. And then reach the top fingers over to your toes. Really flex through your feet, trying to get those toes as close as possible. And at the same time, you're still breathing. Pull that right hip back down onto the mat. Using the opposition, using your breath. And go ahead and bring that back up. And place the left back of the hand onto the calf. Inhale. The right hand on the back of the calf. Inhale that left arm up. Press into it. Rotate. Gaze up. And then again, flex through the feet, reach for the toes, keep breathing, allow the body to settle. It may take a couple of breaths. And as you keep reaching for your toes, ground that left hip back down onto the mat. And release that. Coming right through the center in a forward fold. Inhale, up. Exhale, straight down. Release those hands down to the mat. Spread those fingers nice and wide. If it's too much of a stretch on the back of the legs, go ahead and soften those knees. Inhale, inch your way forward a little bit more. Nice flat back. Breathe. Again, think about the forearms and the elbows being drawn to the center of the earth like a magnet. Relaxing the chest. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And go ahead, walk those hands back center. And bring those legs together, shake them out. And we're going to come all the way up to standing, starting our vinyasa. Coming to the tops of the mats, coming in our mountain pose, Tadasana, with those feet nice and parallel underneath our hips. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, back down. Inhale, step the right foot back, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk your dog by bending one knee and then lowering the opposite heel. The entire time, your fingers are spread as wide as possible, those thumbs drawing toward the center. Press the knuckles of the fingers into the mat, push yourself away, work the shoulders, work the upper back. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. Lift those hips as high as you can go. And now everybody come up onto the balls of the feet and exhale, lower down. Inhale, drop your knees, hover just about an inch off the floor. Push your way back up. Lift those hips nice and high. Again, lower the knees and hover just an inch off your mat and push back up. Last time, lower the knees and hover, hold it there. Keep pushing your hands into the mat, relax the neck, and release your knees all the way down to the mat. Uncurl your toes and sit all the way back onto your heels. If you have to walk your hands back a little bit, you may need to do that. And then once your hips are down onto your heels, you may find that you want to walk your hands back forward. Resting your head down to the mat if it fits there. We do have props that sometimes we use, blocks. You could fit a block under your head if that's more comfortable. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. Inhale, bring yourself back up and walk those hands over to a 1 o'clock position. So that left hand stays on the mat. Drop your hips over to the left. And then once the hips are down again, walk that inside arm, that left arm, a little further away. Open through the side body. Breathe. And bring yourself back up. And walk those hands over to 11 o'clock. Hips go over to the right. Once you feel settled, go ahead and walk that inside arm, that right arm, a little further away. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And inhale, bring it back center. Go ahead and open your knees as wide as the mat and sit back into that same open knee child pose. So this one, you can walk your hands forward again. It gives us a little more space for our bellies. Maybe you can reach a chin or a forehead down to the mat on this one. Again, spread those fingers nice and wide. Inhale, and on the exhale, press the hands into the mat. Push yourself away. Find the length. Open through the hips. Notice what you notice. Coming into the frog position. Inhale, come up and come a little bit forward. And exhale, sit back into that open knee child pose. And inhale, come a little bit forward. And exhale back. Last time. And inhale, come forward, hold it here. Breathe. Again, glance down at those hands. Those shoulders should be right over the wrists. Breathe. And exhale, sit back. Go ahead and walk those knees back to the center and walk those hands right underneath your shoulders. Inhale, step that right foot all the way forward into a nice runner stretch. So your hands are on each side of the foot. Your weight shifts into that front foot, particularly that front heel, and you start to feel a stretch in this left hip flexor. Breathe. And walk your way back. Flex your foot, lengthen over that right leg. Allow that right hip to relax. Drop those shoulders from your ears. Breathe. And exhale, shift your weight forward again. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And walk your way back. Allow the hips to settle. Relax the hip and bring it back center. Last time. Stay right here and walk it back. Draw the toes towards yourself. And exhale, bring it forward. From here, inhale, raise the chest and the arms up. So shift your weight forward again and feel the stretch on that back left hip flexor. Relax those shoulders, release them down. And now release that left hand down to the mat, coming into a twist. Inhale, sweep that right arm up, twist toward the knee, breathe. And exhale, release that. Go ahead and swing that leg back. And step the left foot all the way forward into the runner stretch, right to the middle of the mat. Shift the weight forward. Feel that right hip flexor start to stretch. Breathing. And walk your way back. Flex the foot. Lengthen out. And exhale, shift forward. And back. And forward. And back. And go ahead and swing that leg back. And let's go ahead and both hands right underneath the shoulders. Shoot those elbows straight back, chin and chest down to the mat, 8 points on the mat. Slide on flat onto your belly. And go ahead and slide your hands a little bit wider out to the chest. Draw those elbows into your body. Point your toes back. Inhale, press the hands into the mat. Push up, lift the shoulders and the head up. Breathe. And now energetically draw your hands toward your feet. Feel the back engage a little bit more. And now look over to your right. Bring it center and look to your left. And bring it center and release that down. Curl the toes under. Push yourself back up to that tabletop. And again, big step forward with the right foot. Curl your back toes and lift that back knee. And stand up. We're going to go ahead and come right into a crescent lunge by lifting all the way up. Same thing that we did on the knee. Now draw your back heel down. Find the stability in that back heel. Same thing that we just did. Breathing. We just did on our knee. And release that left hand down to the mat. Inhale, sweep that right arm up, twist. And put your hand back, drop that left knee, swing that right leg back, step that left foot forward. Same thing on the other side. Curl your back toes, lift that back knee. Inhale, lift the chest and the arms all the way up. And then draw that back heel down. Relax the shoulders, open the chest, breathe. And exhale, release that down. Step that back foot forward. And go ahead and just hang and wiggle out like a rag doll. Any forward fold that you want. Make any adjustment that you need. Wiggle your fingers and your toes and your wrists. Relax your neck. Shake it yes and shake it no. And press through the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Bring them overhead to prayer position. And back to the heart center. And mindfully walk to the tops of your mats. Close your eyes, bringing your hands to the heart. And just find your breath here. Reconnect with your breath. Relax the throat. Coming into our triangle pose. Inhale, sweep all the way up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, back down. Step that left foot back and stand up. So with that back foot, angle it out to the side. Extend those arms forward and back. Legs stay straight. Reach forward, shift your torso forward. Keep pulling forward and then release the front hand down and the back hand up. And then slowly turn your gaze all the way up to your thumb, rotating through the hips. So if your hand landed on your kneecap again, either take that hand above the knee or below the knee. So to work with this position, you're going to pull that right hip back, keep pulling back, pull back, pull back. Inch your fingers down without letting your chest rotate toward the floor. Keep looking up, breathe. And now release that hand down. Square yourself right to the front leg. Lengthening right over that front leg. Again, breathe. And as you are, you may be able to inch your way down in a pyramid position. Breathe. And then release your hands down to the mat and step back with that right foot to downward facing dog. Inhale, drop the knees down to the mat and uncurl your toes. So now keep your hands in front of your shoulders and inhale, bring it forward into a modified plank position. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And now we're going to come down to that left forearm and that right forearm, and then the left hand push up and the right hand push up. If it's too much with the hands, just stay in the position. Go ahead and left forearm, left hand, right hand. Left forearm, left hand, right hand. Bring it a little bit forward. Shoot those elbows back and hold. And release yourself all the way down. Again, coming into a cobra position, slide those legs together. Spread those hands wide. Pull those elbows in. Lift your belly button into your spine. And press your pelvis down. Inhale, float into the baby cobra. Keep pressing your hands into the mat. Keep your elbows with a little bit of a bend in it. Don't lock the elbows. Lift the hips up into that full cobra and release yourself back down. Curl the toes under, push back up into that tabletop, and a big step forward with the left foot. Curl the back toes, lift that back knee, and you're standing up in triangle on the other side. Extend the arms. And reach forward, release the hand down, the back hand goes up, you rotate and look up to that top thigh, and now start pulling that left hip back. Keep inching the way down, breathe. And release that top hand down. Place the hands down to the mat and step that back foot forward. Go ahead and walk your fingers under the toes. Press the feet down and raise your hips up into a gorilla forward fold. Breathe, opening up the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, the calf, opening the backs of the knees. Breathe. And go ahead and release that. Soften your knees, press with the feet. Inhale, raise up overhead. And back to the heart center. Again, mindfully come to the tops of the mats. Close the eyes. Take a pause. Just notice what you notice. Find your breath. Maybe you notice that your heart rate's going faster. Maybe you notice your blood pressure being a little different. Always honor where you're at. Can always use modifications. And go ahead and open your eyes. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, back down. Step the right foot back, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Coming into a pigeon. Inhale, raise that right leg up, and now rotate your hips again. Rotate, 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 and drop that heel back towards your bottom. Push your hands into the mat and push yourself away from your hands. Take the pressure off the wrists. And then raise that top leg up. Square yourself back to the mat. Bend your right knee and bring it right between your hands and drop your left knee down to the mat. With the curled left toes, walk that left leg back and uncurl the toes. So don't lean over now. Stay here square. And inhale, come down to your forearms. For those who want to go a little bit further, inhale again and extend those arms all the way straight out, laying your chest down on top of your thigh. So for many of us, we are not sitting on the ground. Our hips are lifted off the mat a little bit. It's different for everyone. We're stretching out through the buttocks and through the glutes. Breathe. And inhale, come up onto your forearms, Sphinx pose, and then the hands outside that front knee. Curl your back toes, push right back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come all the way into a plank position. And with our feet in the middle, we're going to take our feet and take the right foot and go wide, and the left goes wide, and step it back center, and step it back center. It's right and left and center and center. Right and left and center and center. Come a little forward, shoot those elbows back and hold and lower down. I know that that's a difficult position to hold. We work on that. Breathe. And now with those toes still pointed to the back, you can choose one of the first two cobras or inhale, press through, raise all the way up. Keep pressing your hands into the mat. Lift your legs up off the mat. Breathe into that down or up dog. And release yourself back down. And let's rest here for a minute in crocodile. Fold those arms square to the top of the mat. Go ahead and rest your forehead on your hands. Open your legs as wide as the mat and then pigeon toe yourself so your heels are out further than your toes. And then rock your hips side to side and release any tension in that low back. Breathe. And release that. Those hands come back. Curl the toes under. Push yourself back up. Right back into downward facing dog. Inhale. Raise that left leg up. Rotate your hips. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Drop that heel back. Keep pushing your hands into the mat. Push your weight off your wrists. Lower that right heel down. Breathe. Raise your leg up. Square yourself back to the mat. Bend the left knee. Bring it between your hands. Drop your right knee down. Walk your right leg back and uncurl your toes. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, come down to the forearms. And those who want more, inhale. And on the exhale, extend those arms all the way out. And go ahead and bring it back to Sphinx pose with the forearms on the mat. The hands outside that front knee. Curl the back toes under. Push right back into that downward facing dog. Release the knees down to the mat. Go ahead and step that left foot all the way forward. Curl the back toes. Lift that back knee. Step it forward. And now go ahead and wrap your hands around the ankles, around the heels. Press your feet down and raise your hips up, keeping your tummy right on top of your thighs. Keep that spine straight, even if the knees never straighten. Breathe. And go ahead and bend the knees, press through the feet. Inhale, raise it up. And exhale, release that back down. And let's go ahead and come all the way back down to a lying down position. Before we get there, we're going to come into a seated boat pose. So go ahead and just take a seat first. And so we're going to bend our knees. So many times what happens is people round here. So I want you to think about lifting the sternum up toward the wall and the ceiling. And we're just going to tilt our way back. Those legs come out into an L shape. So once again, if you rounded like this, try to draw those shoulder blades together. Lift that sternum up. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. And then try to take your hands away. If you can't, stay with them. And then go ahead and try to straighten those legs. Zip the legs together, pull the heels together, and let those toes separate. Breathe, nice, long, deep breaths. Go ahead and grab the backs of the thighs and just lengthen right over those soles of the feet. Bend those knees again, scoot yourself down toward the end of your mat, and go ahead and lie all the way down onto the mat, bringing those knees with you, rock side to side, massage that low back. And with your hands right on top of the knees, draw those knees into your chest, open the knees out to the armpits, press the flexed feet forward and pull those inner thighs together. Bring them up into the chest, open them out, bring them forward and zip together. One more, bring it up, open, forward, and together. Leave those legs right there and extend your arms out to a T. And now, drop your knees over toward the right. And now, use your abdominals and pull it all back center. And drop your knees over to the left. And pull the abdominals and bring it all back center. Again, knees over to the right. And pull it all the way back center. And knees over to the left. And pull them all the way back center. This time we're going to hold it over. So go ahead and drop those knees all the way to the right. And let something touch. So probably your toes are going to touch. And then look away from your knees and look over that opposite extended arm. And now just allow yourself to let that spine rotate as your knees fall toward the floor, stretching through the armpit, breathing nice, long, deep breaths in a full body twist. And for those who want a little bit more, you can slide your knees up to the right arm and take that right hand right on top of your left thigh. Hold those knees together. You can stay right here, or for those who have space, if you want to extend that top leg out forward, let the left toes try to find the floor. Feel this big twist in the body. Breathing nice, long, deep breaths. And go ahead and release that right hand out to a T again. Abs together and bring it all back center. And drop your knees over to the other side. Again, let something touch, and once they do, turn and look away from your knees, over the other extended arm. Take several breaths and allow the knees and the hips to continue that full rotation. And then once you're solidly down, if you want to go further, inhale, slide the knees up to the arm, take that left hand on top of the right thigh and hold those legs together. Again, for those who want to, you can extend that top leg out, reach those toes for the floor. It's going to twist the spine just a little bit more. in that full body twist. Nice open armpit, breathe. And go ahead and release that. Go ahead and release that arm out. Bring it all back center. Go ahead and hug that. Rock side to side. And place that left foot down. Cross that right ankle over that left foot. Inhale, draw your chin to your chest, raise your shoulders up, lift that left foot up. Walk your hands right between your legs and on the outside. Head and shoulders go back down to the mat. And now hug that left knee into your chest and press that right elbow into the thigh. Keep your chin tucked down to your chest, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Again, another isometric move where you decide how much you want to pull that left knee in and how much you want to press that right elbow out. And go ahead and release that left foot down. Uncross and crisscross the other way. So first just breathe and tuck your chin, curl up, lift that foot up, reaching right through. Head and shoulders go back down to the mat, and then you hug that right knee and push that left elbow away. And go ahead and step that back down. Go ahead and separate those legs. Separate those legs so wide that your foot is actually on the floor. The big toe and the inner heel are just touching the edge of your mat. And we're just going to windshield wiper those knees to the right, bring them back center, and over to the left. And bring them back center. Again, over to the right. This time, reach those knees as though they're reaching away from your body. And bring that back center. And over to the left. Reach those knees. And bring it back center. One last time. Reach all the way over to the right. Now, for those who want just a little bit more, lift that right foot up and over your knee onto the fleshy part of that left thigh. Add that extra weight to really stretch that outer left hip. And step that out. Go ahead, both knees are up and over to the left. Lift that left foot up and over onto the right thigh. Just breathe, allow that to work. And go ahead and release that, bring that back. Go ahead and walk those feet back to the center of the mat. Walk your arms right down to the side of your body and walk the webbing of the index finger and the thumb right underneath your bottom, walking those elbows in nice and tight. Inhale, raise the feet up off the floor and extend them all the way up. And now lower those heels away, zip those legs together and pull up. So if you can just go 6 inches, go ahead and just do that. Pull yourself back up. For those who want more, you can go any distance. Just hover about 1 inch off the floor if that's as far as you can go. Really using those inner thighs and your abdominals to draw your belly in as you pull back up. And here's our last one. And soften those knees and release the feet to the floor. And now extend your legs out. Keep your hands right where they're at. Walk those elbows in even closer into the side of your body. Push the elbows and the forearms into the mat and lift your entire back up off the mat for our fish pose. So those elbows are right under your shoulders again. Point your toes like you're trying to get the soles of the feet down onto the floor. Push your elbows and your forearms into the mat and lift your chest up. And now slowly drop the crown of the head back, opening up the throat. Keep pressing through the elbows and the forearms. Don't collapse through the back. Breathe nice, long, deep breaths. And go ahead and tuck that chin in. Bring yourself back up. Widen your elbows and roll yourself down. Go ahead and walk those hands away. Once again, hug those knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And release that back down. Go ahead and extend those legs all the way out to the corners of the mats. The arms are down alongside you. Rotate the shoulders so the backs of the hands are on the floor, the palms are up. Shake out and wiggle anything that needs to wiggle. Release the neck, release the wrists and the fingers, the buttocks, the ankles and the toes, the legs, anything that needs to shake out. And as you exhale, just relax the back of the body into the earth. And just notice what parts of the body are the heaviest. What parts of the back of the body touch the earth. Where is there space where the back of the body doesn't touch? On your exhale, just relax and let everything go and sink and imprint the back of the body into your mat. Relaxing your throat, relaxing your jaw, the eyes closed, the eyelids feeling light. And today's meditation is, "This too shall pass." So sometimes in life we're thrown some challenges that seem overwhelming. We feel like there isn't a way out. We start to feel emotions possibly of anger or resentment or hurt. But this too shall pass. And so if it was something that has happened in the past, it can't be changed at this point. The only thing that can change is our attitude and our perception about it. We have the choice to just let it go. And if the situation is today, we have that same choice, that we don't have to continue to give it any energy, and we can allow it to pass. Allow yourself to relax again 10% more. And if your mind starts to wander onto a different subject, just bring it back either to your breathing, the inhalation and the exhalation, or just bring it back to the meditation of "This too shall pass." And you are welcome to stay in our final pose of Shavasana, or for those who would like to, go ahead and start to bring your attention back to my voice, wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing the legs together. Reach the arms up overhead. Stretch your body nice and long. You can grab one wrist and do one side and grab the other. And then go ahead and bend your knees and hug your knees into your chest, rocking side to side, rolling all the way over onto your right side. I'm going to go onto my left just for the demo. And go ahead and extend that top arm all the way straight back, resting your head on the upper arm. Bring that left hand across your body so that the hand is flat on the floor in front of your chest. The knees are still bent for just a moment. Allow yourself to come out of your meditation. And then to protect that low back, extend the top leg, push that left hand into the mat, and bring yourself up. All the way into a seated position. Go ahead and bring your hands to the heart center. Slightly bowing your head. At the end of every yoga class, we say the Sanskrit word namaste, which means may the light in my heart center shine upon the light in your heart center. And together we're all one in this universe. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll be posting more videos. Have a great day.